Yes, I'm still in the same clothes. I was binge filming. Hello, fellow cyborgs, and welcome to another video. In this one, I'm going to tell you the end of the year TBR for me. My end of the year TBR. That's how sentences work. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That comes after 9. 10 books that I want to finish by the end of the year, not counting the books that I talked about in my recent wrap-up that I'm currently reading. 9 of those 10 books are from my physical TBR. So if I succeed, then I was at 22, 11. I will have 11 books on my physical TBR pre-Christmas if I succeed to do this. Let's see if I will. But first, let's talk about those things that I want to get read by the end of the year. I've been reading the sonnets by William Shakespeare for months now. I am quickly approaching the Dark Lady sonnets, that's the term, Libby Stevenson, and I'm hoping I will enjoy those. I mean, these are love sonnets. I don't love people, so they're not super resonating with me, but I want to finish them and we'll see if I can. Just gotta keep reading them, right? I've also been working on the Tales of Glasstown, Angria, and Gondel, selected juvenile writing by the Brontes, and I haven't actively been reading this for a couple months because Victober came around and I've been tired before bed, and Charlotte's Juvenilia comes first in this, and she wrote a lot of it, and it's kind of hard to read, and this isn't particularly enjoyable, but I still want to read it. And I'm only 70 pages in, and it's pretty large, but I would like to finish it. And I mean, we'll see. This is a motivational addition to the end of the year TBR. I recently finished the 4th Anne of Green Gables book and of Windy Poplars on audiobook, and that was actually quite enjoyable. And so I'm hoping I can binge the rest of the series through my library's audiobooks and get this series finally finished and these 4 books off my physical TBR. That would be good. I definitely can do it time-wise if I have access to the audiobooks on time, because I can listen to an audiobook in less than a week, in like 4 days, especially ones of like this size. So fingers crossed that I continue to enjoy these audiobooks and I can get to all of them by the end of the year. I'd really, really like that. I do really want to reread Santa and Pete, even though this will not cut down my physical TBR. I haven't read this in years. We watch the movie that is based on this every year as a family, and it is enjoyable as much as it is historically inaccurate. This is a novel of Christmas Present and Past by Christopher Moore and Pamela Johnson, and it talks about the Dutch legend, tradition of Santa and Pete, Pete being Santa's Moorish helper, sometimes helping him beat children, and sometimes just helping him deliver the children's goods and stuff. So I remember not loving this when I first read it, but that was like 10 years ago. So I will spend the time rereading it this year. I'm also hoping to finish Sylvia's Lovers by Elizabeth Gaskell. I got to chapter 9 when I was reading this for Victober and then put it down, and I've been trying to listen to the LibriVox recording of the audiobook, and that's been okay. I'm still not loving it. I'm still not invested. The volunteer audiobook's probably not the best way to absorb this story auditorially, but it's not like the worst, and at least I'm plugging away at it bit by bit. So, I definitely am going to get to Christmas at Thompson Hall and Other Christmas Stories by Anthony Trollope. Christmas at Thompson Hall is my favorite Trollope thing so far, by far, and I am really looking forward to these stories by Trollope, and they're Christmassy, and I'm totally going to make time for this, and hopefully it will be really worth it. Oh, hey, are those robins? No, they're cardinals. Cardinals. I will also be reading Record of a Spaceborne Few by Becky Chambers with Sarai from Sarai Talks Books. We read the second book in the Wayfarer series that precedes this earlier in the year, September? Was it? I can't remember. And we're going to buddy read this in December, and it's hopefully going to be amazing, just like the first 2 in the series. So wish me luck. If I do all those things, which is probably overestimating myself, then I will have 11 books on my physical RBR, on my physical TBR before Christmas. So fingers crossed. I would like a TBR that small. That'd be nice. Please let me know the one book that you really want to read by the end of 2019. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, continue to be lovely.